Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to Healing Unhinged. If you are new here, my name is Kristen. I am the woman behind the camera, the one reading your tarot cards. And yeah. Today's reading is going to be all about what is holding you back and how we can move forward, right? So blockages, anxieties, whatever is kind of prohibiting you from, like I said, moving forward, propelling in a more positive direction. So we're gonna tap into that today. I want to go over just a few house rules, explain what a pick a card is, and then we will jump right into the reading. All right, so as I said, this is Healing Unhinged. If you are new here, you have no idea who I am, what I do. As I said, my name is Kristen. I am a spiritual advisor, a tarot reader, a writer, among other things. But this is tarot is what I'm good at. I love it. I love to help other people through reading the cards. Now, I do offer personal readings. It will be down below in the description, my link tree. My link tree will take you to my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Etsy, and my YouTube. But yeah, so from there you can email me, you can message me, you can go on Etsy and schedule a reading. There's multiple ways to do it. Eventually I will have like a better scheduling app, but for now this is what we're dealing with. So yeah, if you're interested in a personal reading, please let me know. I've had 2 readings this week that were just so amazing and so accurate, and I would just really love to share my gift with you. All right, so if this is your first time at a pick a card reading, then you're in for a special treat. I will explain to you how this works, and then we're going to jump right into the readings, okay? So in a pick a card reading, you're going to pick one group, or you can choose more than one, but the idea is not to watch the whole video unless you feel truly called to watch all 3 groups, because you can get a little bit confused, right? So you're going to choose the group that you feel more called to. So group 1, group 2, group 3. I do not know what's underneath these cards. I do not look at the cards before I start recording. I have no idea. I will reveal each card in the respective reading. Now, if you're having a hard time choosing, I also like to put crystals here because it also helps. Any crystal that I use that you see is going to be on my Etsy shop as well. So anyway, we have an amethyst moon. We have a tourmalated quartz pendulum. This one has green tourmaline, which is super cool. A pendulum. And then we also have this fluorite mushroom here. That's super cool as well. So, whatever you feel called to, my love. Like I said, this is group 1, group 2, group 3. This is what is holding you back, what are your blockages, and how we can move forward. Alrighty? I will see you at your group. Bye! Hello, my lovely group ones. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee because I should have done that before I started. But we're here, so grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab your water, whatever you want to enjoy and sip on while you listen to this message. And then we will get right into it. All right, my lovely group ones. Like I said, this is what you need to kind of get rid of, what you need to do to move forward in your life, what blockages. Like I said, this is all going to be just what you need right now in order to move forward in a positive way. So if you pick the amethyst moon, you're obviously in the right place. We're going to go ahead and flip over this card in the beginning. I always do it differently. Ooh, take time out with the number 9 with the bear. Oh, right. That is off the bat saying you need to rest. You are working yourself way too hard, my dear. But let's go ahead and see why. Ooh, we got one card that came out. Sorry if my camera's shaky. I'm trying out different angles when it comes to my reading. All right, so let's go ahead and put these cards out. My deck still has main things to say. Yeah, definitely taking time out. We have a bit of grief here. We have the Empress. We have the Page of Pentacles. I'm hearing mommy issues right off the bat. So for some of you, you could just have like a bad relationship with the feminine in your life. So that's just one part of the message. That could be also what's holding you back. And it could also in terms of what's holding you back, it could, whether it be your mother, a feminine figure in your life, or just your family in general, there is this energy of people not believing in you, not believing in what you're doing. We have the artist card here, so it kind of makes sense, especially if you do find yourself to be more creative. This could be for my creatives, my entrepreneurs, my, even my spiritualists who do want to have a spiritual business. Anything that kind of isn't the norm, that, career-wise, opportunity-wise, I'm seeing here, this is definitely one part of the collective that will resonate with this. You have a lot of, fear and anxiety wrapped up in the way that, like I said, a significant feminine in your life views you, right? They don't quite understand themselves, so therefore they can't understand you. That's also what I'm hearing. We have the Magician here. The Magician is all about alchemy, right? The alchemist is able to take all of this crap, right? I'm going to come back to this card. Is able to take all of the, not voices in your head, but this does speak about grief and mourning and fear. So for some of you also, I think it's literally grieving a woman figure in your life, okay? I think that's also created a lot of issues. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this woman figure that you are grieving while they were here on earth didn't actually believe in what you were doing. Or they were just very critical of you, right? There's a lot of energy around someone being very critical of you, whether they're here or whether they're past. For some of you, it will be someone that's past. For some of you, it's going to be someone that's still here. But you're able to kind of take away that criticism, the failures, whatever, and you're able to alchemize that and use it to your advantage, okay? Especially if you're creative. Let me tell you, as a writer, as a poet, the best writing and the best poetry that I do comes from a very deep, dark place of trauma. So, I'm just saying. So use that to your advantage. Use the past hurt, especially if it's someone that you're mourning, tap more into their energy too and let them be a guide for you on this earth. Because once people cross over from this earthly realm into the more, where you get rid of your physical vessel, that's your body, and you go into this more, I'm trying to explain this in layman terms. When you cross over, you get rid of your physical vessel, you're still your soul. Your soul only knows love and light. The frequency, the highest frequency that we attune ourselves to is love. So therefore, when we pass, we are that frequency of love. So that person that you knew to be critical of you while they spent their time on earth is not going to be that overly critical person of you while they're, off in the ether, because they're coming from a place of love and understanding. They're not in their physical self to judge you now. Of course, if you don't feel comfortable praying to this person, this is specifically for my people where this is a past loved one, then, don't. It's also okay. But for those who have people alive in your life that this also resonates with, same kind of deal. You can use their words to just give you fuel to your fire, right? And you don't have to have a connection with them if you don't want to. All right, it's all up to you. So yeah, you saw the death card just pop out there. I do think for some of you it is a past person. All right, so my deck cleared itself. We have 3 of Wands and we have Judgment. So when Judgment comes out, Judgment is all about letting go, letting the universe take control, right? The 3 of Wands does indicate some sort of travel, some sort of movement. I'm hearing some of you guys are going to move from your home state, your home city. I'm also hearing that you want to, and some of you may not even have the opportunity yet to move away from where you want to be. But I'm hearing that these opportunities, the things that you're alchemizing, the things that you're doing, will kind of bring you to a point where you are able to travel more. Book signings, music deals, concerts. You don't even have to be a big person for these things to happen, right? You could be a podcast, go around on people's podcasts. whatever, I don't know. But though for some of you, and it doesn't even have to be anything entrepreneur like anyways, but it's something along the realm of like what you're doing, what you're manifesting, what you're creating, what you're alchemizing in your life. And you're, like I said, you're using a lot of this past person or people's disdain, hatred for what you're doing to fuel your fire. All right. So continue to just let go of the outcome that you want, right? Because 9 times out of 10, the outcome that we want is actually like pretty mid compared to what like the universe is actually going to give us. If you don't know what mid means, it just means like it's pretty dull, right? Pretty average. But what the universe brings in for you is never average. It's like exactly what we wanted in ways that we could have never imagined. So what you need to do is you need to take time out, especially if you are grieving the loss of somebody or grieving somebody in general. You need to go ahead and just take some time out to rest your body, to rest your mind, to rest your soul. You need to also, if you do feel inclined to reach out to this person, especially, I'm definitely seeing this as someone crossed over. Like, that's where this message keeps going. Pray to them, talk to them. They want to send you signs. They want to be here for you. But you're kind of caught up too much into like what happened while they were here. In some regard, you should let go of it because, like I said, they're not here anymore and you are. And what you do with the rest of your life is just, don't let their words, their actions, whatever they did to you, deter you from what you want to do with your life. Even if they told you what you wanted to do with your life was total bullshit and like not it, just know that they're wrong and they are acknowledging like, hey, I'm wrong. Like I didn't have all the answers, right? So weird. I've never really like channeled a past loved one like that. So if that resonates with you, please let me know. Most of the times there is somebody out there that this message is trying to reach. I've predicted some crazy things, so this doesn't really surprise me. But I want to know if this makes sense for somebody for sure. Okay, so what else do we want to tap into, Spirit? What do you want me to tap into now? I'm hearing more advice of like continuing on your path at where you want to go. Yeah, something about closure, needing to find closure, moving on from the situation, moving on from the hurt, whatever has been caused. We also have conflict and defeat here. This came out on my TikTok. Conflict and defeat. Let's see what else these say. Transformation and financial and material changes. Interesting. I'm also kind of like getting the feels that like you might have had a little inheritance, a little money come your way. Because I don't know. I also kind of picked that up whenever I was channeling this shit before. So if for some of you finding yourself in some sort of inheritance kind of deal or coming into some sort of money, using that money wisely. Also, I think, and honestly, even if that doesn't resonate with you in terms of like getting an inheritance or getting some lump form of money, it's definitely talking about just you and your finances and your stability transforming, because you are moving on from this energy that's been holding you back. You've probably been through a lot of shit, but you always kept your eye on the light at the end of the tunnel and you kept persevering and you kept moving forward. And Spirit really sees your resilience and really sees like everything that you've done. So yeah, for that you be rewarded, right? But it takes this transformation in order for the changes to take place. And I think that you're already you're the magician. You're already alchemizing your life experiences. Yeah, we have also intuition coming out again. Third eye chakra. Your third eye chakra is all about your intuition. It's the one that most people know about in the chakra system when it comes to, there's 7 main chakras, and your third eye is the one that sits in the middle of your forehead, right? It's the most intuitive one. And we have third chakra. So this is all about your communication. And as I was saying before, for some of you could be finding yourself wanting to do a podcast, wanting to just use your voice more in some way to speak out about maybe if this person had, different issues, or, whether that be health issues, addictions. I'm not really see addictions, but I'm just seeing there's something that you can create a cause for, or maybe that you have been thinking of creating a cause for. So Spirit is really saying that you could. And for some of you, if you do resonate that this person is still here on earth, needing to have a conversation with them is also on the table. If you've already had a conversation with them, then I'm going to go ahead and say that you don't have to keep fucking, not wasting your breath, but you don't have to keep pouring your energy into somebody that don't really want to see you succeed or doesn't even really want to have those conversations with you. There's more to be said. What else do you want to say? Wisdom, yeah. You've definitely cultivated a lot of wisdom throughout this. Again, it's turning your past pain into lessons and oh wow, intuition and wisdom came out. That's so interesting. This came out for another reading I did this morning. I can't remember if it was collective or not. But yeah, we have intuition and wisdom here. So yeah, definitely leaning into more your spiritual side. Also, like I said, using just the culmination of lessons that you've learned to move yourself forward, to propel yourself forward. I think you already have the answers. You already know what to do. You just need to take some time out, like Brown Bear Spirit said, and just to really like revitalize, recharge your energy, my dear. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself out. You're not going to see progress maybe as fast as you would like it to. So yeah, definitely get some time to rest, to lean into your intuition, to listen to the callings of your soul too. All right, one more oracle deck, and that's going to be your message. This is short, sweet, to the point today. All right, so what else? And I am going to pull the book for this. This is my Hero's Journey Dream Oracle. If you are a Joseph Campbell fan, then you absolutely love this. The Hero's Journey Dream Oracle. It is new, so I like to use my book for this one because the author is very specific in terms of like what each card means. So you got 2 cards from that deck. We have Ally in Disguise. Discover the hard to find blessing. Especially yeah, I think that's pretty fucking spot on with what I said. The Return, Own Your Mastery. So returning back to self. Like I said, especially if there was a naysayer in your life for so long, returning back to self, becoming who you actually were truly meant to be in this lifetime. And the hard to find blessing, it's yourself. I think it's you and your mentality. I think it's just like where you are in your life, even if you think like, you know, you have so much more work to do or whatever. I'm really seeing that like there is a lot more to be like grateful and aware of. Like, I think you're already aware, but you just should feel like very happy and very proud of yourself. So we're gonna go ahead and read the freaking book. And this means something to me that means nothing to you guys. That's why I looked at it like, what? Why do you go away? So that you can come back. So you can see the place you came from with new eyes and extra colors. And the people there see you differently too. Coming back to where you started is not the same as never leaving. So it's so weird how much I resonate with this. It's so weird actually how much I resonate with this. But I don't resonate it in terms of someone dying, although it could go both ways for me. There's someone on earth that causes me a lot of issues, and then there's someone that died that I just absolutely love and miss. But I'm going to relate this back to me just because it will make sense for you. I moved away from my hometown. I stayed away for 7 years. I went through so many lessons and obstacles and all that within those 7 years just to return to my hometown that I said I would never come back to. Because I was like, it's going to be the same as high school. I don't want to talk to nobody. Everyone's going to judge me because I'm different. I'm different. I've lived my life differently. I am different as a person. I read tarot cards. I'm different. And, but I come back to my hometown and I feel like I've been welcomed with open arms to a lot of people. And even though there's probably people out there that look at me and say, that bitch is crazy. I don't even give a shit. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care anymore. And I give that to you because this is what it reminds me of. It's leaving something somewhere to return back to it and to say, wow, I really have learned so much. Wow, I really have come so far. Wow, I really have done all this and done all that and got through this and got through that. And guess what? You get to alchemize that now. Now you get to take all those experiences, all those lessons, all those blessings, everything that you learned, and start this brand new chapter. and become a better you. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. It's no longer just about you, but about who will all benefit from your story. You have a story to tell, my dear. In your mind's eye, which we talked about the third eye, so you can't make this shit up. In your mind's eye, imagine you are delivering a passionate graduation speech to a sea of eager students who are hanging on to your every word. And did I not say the throat chakra? Come on. You stand at the podium, confidently sharing your story, reflecting upon your hero's journey. You reminisce about lessons and I didn't read this before, you guys. I didn't read this before, I swear to you. And this is like what I said. You reminisce about learning about lessons and blessings learned and earned along the way. Your words become seeds planted in fertile soil in the minds and hearts of all of those who are destined to be changed by your wisdom. At some point, you notice you are no longer telling a story about how you found the elixir, but you have embodied it. Between words, when you pause for a breath, you continue to radiate a life-affirming message that alchemically alters all who you are. Blessed to be your sphere of influence. And I talked about alchemy. I'm telling you, tarot makes me cry sometimes, you guys, because it, like, sometimes I feel so crazy with the words I say. And, oh my God. So we had the mantra, I've graduated from having a story worth telling to embodying the potency of my story, and it emanates through every cell of my being. So it means that you are not your past, but yet you get to use your past to your advantage. Everything that you've been through, you get to use it and monetize it and do what you want with it and help people with it. The thing that broke you is going to be the thing that heals others. How beautiful is that? And the things that broke you also heal you, right? In a weird way. Oh my God, this turned into such a beautiful reading, you guys. Oh my God, I hope there's people watching this and just feeling as cool as I do right now. Oh my God. All right, so the ally in disguise. Let's read this and wrap it up, my guys. Okay, when a resolute young fellow steps up to the great bully, the world, and takes him boldly by the beard, he is often surprised to find it comes off of his hand, and that it was only tied on to scare timid adventurers. So you don't have to be a hard ass anymore, man. You can soften up a little bit. Oh man, as you advance along your hero's journey, prepare to encounter all types of people and circumstances. There will be those who start off as allies but turn out to be otherwise. There will be those who judge you as enemies, who become the greatest instigators of your spiritual growth. I freaking said all this shit. If you know in advance that even the enemies you encounter are allies in disguise, you can relax. So relax, as there really is no such thing as a true enemy. When you reflect on your life, you will realize that the most difficult challenges taught you the most valuable lessons and have made you more resourceful and resilient than you would otherwise be. Revel in the reality that you are who you are today precisely because of the challenges you faced and you aced. Mother of God, did I not say all this? I revel in the blessings being discovered in the most unlikely people and places. My baby dolls, man. I am leaving off on that because I love you, my beautiful souls. Thank you so much, group 1, for watching. I just really appreciate anyone who takes time out of their day to watch my videos. I seriously do. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful souls. If you chose this pendulum and group 2, then you're at the right place. I'm going to stick this sucker right here. I do not flip this card over before I start the reading. I have absolutely no idea what this says, but this is going to be flipped over together when I see it together. Bring your ideas to life with the electric eel. We love that. When it says bring your ideas to life, that means there is something that you are sitting on that you are meant to put out in the world. And I don't know what that is for you yet. Group 1 was pretty creative and entrepreneur-like, but bring your ideas to life. I'm not even really, for some of you, you probably will be. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent. All right. So bring your ideas to life. Again, this is what you need to move, what's kind of like holding you back, what's blocking you, how do you move on from that, and yeah, that's what we're doing. Ooh, we got the Three of Swords. What's holding us back? What's doing this crazy thing? We have, ooh, the Three of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Moon and the, oh my gosh, we got a lot of cool cards that come out. And you can't see them all. Sorry guys, I was trying to get you to see all of the cards. It'll be all right. I'll show you them. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm hearing the words avoidant for some of you. Oh, some of you are avoiding something. All right. But I don't know what that is yet. I'm hearing avoidance in my head. I don't know if that's for you or for somebody else, but and just the way my energy has shifted when I'm trying to read this, it just feels weird. Anyway, so we have the Three of Swords here, which talks about heartbreak. I always try to say it's self-inflicted though, because if you, this is a great example, if you see all the other cards in front of you, like there's other factors, like the Lovers, we have the Moon and the Stars, we have this, he's crawling, but if you look at the Three of Swords, there is nothing else in the background, right? It's just the heart, the swords, and maybe a little bit of clouds. The clouds indicates that there is just some confusion, some haziness, something, just confusion, right? Bring your ideas to life. The first message was so clear, and this one is like, okay, so there's things to be said about the Moon card here. The Moon card always indicates like there's things being hidden from you. There's things being hidden from you. And with the Lovers here, it could be related to a partnership, but it doesn't have to be. But there is something that's yet to be revealed, and that's kind of what is throwing me off course here a little bit. Because the Three of Swords, like I said, it does talk about, indicate some sort of heartbreak, heartache. And like I said, sometimes it is a bit self-inflicted, or it could just, but it doesn't have to be. But the Ten of Swords talks, even though it looks like this is like a pretty weird card, he's actually crawling back to salvation. This actually talks about renewal. So maybe it's renewal after a broken heart, some sort of rejection, right? You know, still trying, even though you've been knocked down so many times, there's no shoes on your feet. You have literally just gone through the ringer. And I think you are in a way scared to try again. You're scared to put yourself out there. There is like I said, there is like a very uncertainty around what area of life this is in. Especially like me, coming from me as a tarot reader, I can't quite pinpoint what area of life this is in for you. Definitely not like group one. Group one was so clear and so concise. But whenever it comes to things that are blocking you, I mean, it could be that some sort of heartbreak, some sort of there's just something negative that's holding you back. Obviously, I mean, I wouldn't hold you back if it was positive. I think also being scared to make choices. I'm also seeing that you're probably having a hard time making some choices. It could be that maybe you got a new job offer and you're in a relationship and you don't know what to do. Or maybe you got a job offer and you're in a relationship and you want to end the relationship and take this job offer. There's something to be said about something ending, so therefore something else can happen. The Seven of Cups right here indicates choices and consequences too. So, you know, every choice we make has some sort of consequence. But there's things that haven't been revealed yet. There's things happening underneath the surface. And or maybe that there was something that's already came out from from the shadows. Maybe something did come out to light already. It was regarding a specific connection that you thought there was a lot of balance in. But really now you're faced with this choice of, do I stay or do I go? Do I stay or do I go? I feel like that's a song in some regard. So yeah, some of you definitely are dealing with a little bit of heartbreak here, a little bit of insecurity. I do think that this is regarding some sort of significant relationship in your life, just because of the way the cards are spread out and just because of what my brain is thinking. When it comes to the electric eel, bring your ideas to life, I'm hearing that like maybe this person just didn't see you the way you see yourself. I don't know, Spirit, what am I missing? I know I'm missing something. It was just 6:44 on the clock. 6:44 if you resonate with numbers. But I'm seeing also like, what the hell? You're also very silly. You, the person watching, or it just seems like I'm tapping into just like a very silly energy, right? There's this like air of playfulness, and it's kind of nice. It's cool. So yeah. Oh shit. Oh wow, we love this. The waiting game. So be patient. So the waiting game falls with the moon. It just means that there's shit that hasn't came out yet, as I said already. Harmony, fulfillment of wishes. This definitely has something to do with a relationship. I can feel your stomach dropping. Don't worry about it. Not everybody, it doesn't have to be a negative thing. And Spirit is saying also, if you do find yourself making the choice to leave somebody and it hurts, that it's okay. Sometimes we don't make the choice because we don't want to feel the feelings. I think that's a big message here too, is you got to feel the feelings in order to make your life exactly what you want. You don't want to stay with somebody. You don't want to stay with something that ultimately doesn't actually like understand you or want for you. There's some unsurety here though, for sure. For sure. Take a shot for as many times as I said sure in the last 30 seconds. Anyway, yeah, my dears, it's a little bit vague. I think for some of you, you're going to make the choice to leave, and some of you, you're going to make the choice to stay. And I know that kind of is annoying to hear, but this is a general reading. So therefore, there's two like sides to this coin. Some of you are going to find the strength. You're just going to realize that you are this authoritative figure of your life. You can make choices too. They don't, someone don't rule everything. But whatever you do, whatever you bring, I'm seeing also a lot of fulfillment here, because we have fulfillment of wishes with number 9, and we also have material harvest here with number 9. So there is a lot to be said about what you're bringing into your life. There is a lot of fulfillment here. Like I said, it's pretty unclear about like what exactly or who exactly is holding you back, but I'm assuming you know. All right, so I'm sorry that was kind of crappy and short. I know that's like I said, I know this is very vague, but if you go to group 1, it was very detailed. This one's vague, and that's just how it happens sometimes. Spirit just like I don't have the answers to give you, and I don't like to just like make things up in my brain, right? So we're gonna move on to the oracle cards, my dear. The hero's journey. And if you're frustrated by what I just said, just know that I think you know that you're not meant to know everything right now. You really have to let whatever is happening in your life really unfold and really play out the way it's meant to. If someone leaves you, it was meant to be. If someone stays with you, that was meant to be too. Neither is nor good or bad. Both are going to be beneficial to you at the end of the day. Okay? All right, so let's tap into my dream oracle cards. If you're a Joseph Campbell fan with the hero's journey, that is what this oracle deck is about. Same with group 1. I read the book for these because there really is such beautiful messages that I could not possibly get in my mind. So same, 2 cards. You get 2 cards. I think you got number 1. Yeah. The call. Honor the whispers of your soul. I think you're also at a point right now where you are you're being pulled in a certain direction. But I think maybe you kind of have never been in a position in your life where you're like confident enough to kind of go after what you want, what you truly want. But there is this saying that you need to listen to that. Listen to it. Become the elixir. Let your glow do the heavy lifting. So pouring back into yourself and pouring back really into your dreams and your goals and your ambitions, my dear. So we're going to go ahead and read the book. All right. Number 1, The Call. Honor the whisper of your soul. Soul, baby. Oh. If you know the song Soul by Lee Bryce, I don't know. That just came in my head. Look it up. I like your soul, baby. Anyway. The Call. And the day came when the wish to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. I'm going to read that again for you. And the day came when the wish to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Yeah, you're ready to take off. And you're holding yourself in such a small place. I don't know why, but you're really like ready to take off and do what it is you want to do. But like I said, I think I mentioned there was some insurity, there was some self-inflicted pain here. I think the self-inflicted pain is comes back to like not believing in yourself, whether that be due to somebody else not believing in you. Maybe you will meet somebody that believes in you and that really like changes your perspective and really helps you. What is your true calling in life? What special gifts have you been given? What is the most unique niche that only you can inhabit? What situations bring out your bliss? And this is so spot on with the electric eel, bring your ideas to life. This is all about creating what you want. What situations bring out your bliss? What do you typically get complimented on and shrug off because it comes so naturally? These important questions can help you recognize what Aristotle called intellectual, I can't pronounce that, the great one-of-a-kind potential you've been encoded with. Aristotle also said, in whatever, is when the soul is actualized in the body. I will actually look up how to say that, but right now I can't. Dreams are important because they speak the languages of soul. They are a compass, always pointing you in the direction, helping you correct your course when needing, and letting you know, sometimes loudly when you've fallen asleep and need to wake up. That is the message here for you, baby, is to wake the fuck up. I wake up and you go after your dreams. All right. Also, your dreamscape could be could be having dreams that are kind of give you messages. So definitely pay attention to that too. I think you have number 1 and number 50, which is the last card. Oh, I know, it's close to the last card. That's interesting. Become the elixir. Let your glow do the heavy lifting. This wonderful elixir of light is the thing that actually connects the immaterial with the material, that connects the cosmic to the plain everyday existence that we try to live in. The wonderful elixir of light is the thing that actually connects the immaterial with the material. That's interesting. You've had life-altering experiences. Learned libraries worth of knowledge and are now incalculably wealthy, spiritually and otherwise. It probably feels selfish to keep all this life-affirming wisdom to yourself. If you could, through osmosis, you would transmit the contents of your journey, every experience, trial, and reward to every person you meet. And yet, if you share when uninvited, your gifts will fall upon deaf ears. Honor the wisdom you've earned and learned while honoring the people in the life. Oh, okay. I kind of understand what it means too with harmony and all these like partnership cards coming out. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a romantic person, but I think you're trying to just call in more people that understand you, right? You deserve to have people in your life that truly understand you. Without your circle of life, by remembering, without having to say a word or do a single thing, you are the medicine, blessing, and presence that soothes the hearts, minds, and souls of all you meet. You are so steeped into the elixir that you do the work simply by being, beaming, and showing up. You just have to be yourself, my love, and you're gonna bring in exactly who you're meant to bring in. You're gonna do exactly what you meant to do by just being yourself, and that's such a beautiful thing to be. But that's what I have for you, my loves. Let me know if it resonated down below. If you would like a personal reading, all the links will be down in my link tree down below. You can find me on Etsy. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram. I'm getting better about Instagram too. So it looks a little barren right now on my Instagram, but I am working on having consistent content on there. But TikTok and YouTube, I am very consistent on. And like I said, I do personal readings. I have clients that come to me with all kinds of relationship advice, life advice, career advice. And so yeah. Thank you so much, my guys, my loves, my beautiful souls. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful souls. If you are group 3 who chose this beautiful fluorite mushroom, then you are in the right reading. As I mentioned to the other groups, I do not know what the heck this card says until I get to your reading and we flip it over together and read it together. So like I did the other groups, we're going to read it in the beginning. Ooh, trust the great mystery. With the whale spirit, trust the great mystery. So I do have a feeling that this reading is like things that are kind of holding you back, what you can do to move forward. I'm kind of getting that this might be a little bit vague. Trust the great mystery. When it says that, it basically just means like spirit just wants you to trust in the process, trust in the things that are coming, and trust in what you don't know, right? What you don't know, which is the hardest act of trust that we can have with the universe, is trusting what we can't see, what we don't know, what we have absolutely no idea is coming. So, but yeah, let's see what we have with the whale spirit. Trust in the great mystery. Very interesting. All right, so we only had 4 cards come out for you. So we have a bit of conflict here, picking up after that conflict, carrying on. Also, some burdens on you. We also have the 2 of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So with the Knight of Cups, the Knight always speaks to some sort of offer. Let me just meditate on this for a second, because like I said, this is kind of blockages, what's holding you back, and advice on moving forward. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's so weird. And this is the only 4 cards that want to come out. I need to know why the Knight of Cups is here, though. For real. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Is this past or current energy? I'll take a leap of faith. Yeah, so it does seem as if there was a lot of, like, conflict that you're coming out of. Why is the Knight of Cups here? What else? Oh, all right. This Knight of Cups is represented by these cards down here. We'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, kind of what you're coming from, what's holding you back. There was some sort of conflict that you have carried a lot of that burden over. I'm not sure if that is related to like choosing between 2 people. Like, that's weird. I don't know why that's coming out. Yeah, choosing between 2 people, having options. Like, the 2 of Swords talks about being stuck in some sort of indecision. And with the Knight of Cups, it talks about a love offer coming in. So that's why I'm like, maybe there's a little bit of conflict on the relationship front. I'm seeing relationship. I'm trying to actually like veer this so that it's related more to like family or friends or something, since this is a collective reading. But like, I'm really I'm really hearing that there's a lot of things around your relationship, and or if you are single, it's, you know, a past relationship, someone having more than one option, constantly fighting with this person. There was a lot of conflict, and like I said, you're carrying a lot of that weight on your shoulders, but you're not supposed to be. But with the 2 of Swords here, with kind of packing up and walking away, you're still indecisive, I guess, if maybe that was the right choice. Yeah, so what else? Duh. If you hear me say duh, that's yes, and Russian, and sometimes I just like to speak Russian. Duh. Anyway. Alright, I'm losing my train of thought anyway. Yeah, so can we have more information about this spirit? The 5 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Can we have a little bit more information about that? Ooh, a death. Yeah, total transformation. Very karmic relationship. Death could mean someone that you were tied to in a past life. Re-strategizing. Still pretty weird. Yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of indecision here. What area of life, Spirit? Because this is kind of tripping me out. What area of life, Spirit, am I supposed to, emotional loss? Yeah, that's kind of, like I said, this definitely is pertaining to like someone from your past. You're unsure if you made the right choice, or maybe they have reached out to you again, and you're kind of like stuck in this position of like, okay, do I give them another chance? And with that, if you do have someone coming back from your past to offer you, you know, hey, can I have another chance? Or maybe you guys never got a chance to date. You guys were at different points of your life. Now they're coming back to say like, hey, I'm ready. But Spirit is really saying to be a little bit cautious of that. You know, don't just jump right into it. Even though we have the Fool card, don't jump right into it. Really think about your choices. We have the 7 of Cups here, which talks about consequences for your actions, that, you know, behind every choice is, you know, behind every choice is a consequence. You know, we have some deception, we have, you know, the materialistic of everything, this nasty little lizard kind of walking through things. It's just to say, like, not every choice you make is going to be all pretty, perfect, and glittery. But just to be a little bit mindful, especially if you do resonate that this is somebody from your past coming in to give you some sort of offer. Now, if nobody from your past is reaching out, but you do have a new interest coming into play and you're a little bit hesitant, maybe you don't believe the words that are coming from your mouth, maybe, you know, maybe they are like everything that you wanted and more, but you're just like, I don't know what to do with this. You know, Spirit again is just saying again to be a little bit more cautious, not to do things differently this time. Not, you know, maybe not approach this relationship the way you approach all your other relationships. And I'm getting specifically around your mindset around relationships, the way you go into them mentally, kind of needing to re-strategize there, and just like I said, trust in the great mystery. And just, you know, trust that like Spirit has your back in some sort of regard. To know that like not everything is going to be bad. That part of the channel's ending. I can tell just the way my brain is going right now. I'm trying to like make up words. So let's move forward, keep moving forward. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Spirit? Sitting in solitude. Solitude is a great way to connect with the depths of who you are, and of, you know, being able to sit in solitude, especially, I don't know when I'm posting this video. I'm going to be posting this around the new moon. So journaling could be very beneficial. We have deception and envy here. So yeah, I think that if especially if you do have someone coming in from your past, or I don't like when the deception and envy card comes out. I really don't. That means there's someone in your circle that you can't trust, yeah. It could also mean for some of you that your mind is playing tricks on you. Your mind is lying to you. So I think Spirit is really urging you to have some time of where you are sitting in solitude. You are just kind of one-on-one with yourself. Put your cell phone away. Put your cell phone to the side. Journal. If you're bad at writing, then type it on a computer or something. Mute all your notifications and just spend one-on-one time with you, yourself, Spirit. I don't care. Even if you don't even want to include Spirit in the mix, you and yourself and your brain, okay? You need to have some time where you are reflecting, addressing the more shadowy aspects of yourself, the darker things that you don't want to think about. Why am I like this? Why am I doing this? Why do I react this way? Why am I triggered in this way? So you will not find that answer if you are surrounding yourself with people. Even if the people love you, care about you, whatever, you get the most out of your time when it's just you and yourself. Even if you only can give you and yourself 30 minutes, right? I know me, I have ADHD, or I think I do, because I have such a hard time focusing, especially when it is, I focus better when I have other people around me. But there are things that I focus better on when I'm alone, and like my writing, my tarot reading. Those are things I need to do in solitude without people around. But when it comes to like the logistics of everything, creating my social media, doing other little things on my computer, I like to have people around, right? So it's just about finding the time of, I say all of that because sometimes there are things that you do better when you're alone, and there are things that you do better when you're with other people. And I think that you can kind of, when you're able to step away from people, groups of people, one person, one individual, and not be around them, even if it's for a day or two, especially if you're on the fence about somebody. This is like specifically if you're on the fence about somebody, of who they are, what they are. Once you take a day or two to step away from them, sometimes we get our answer from the distance, right? You can really tell a lot about a person, the way they treat you whenever you're not around them, or whenever they don't hear from you for a little bit. Also, sometimes our brain, we put on our rose-colored glasses because we don't want to see any negative aspects of somebody, whether that be just friendships or, an intimate partner. We don't want to see the negative aspects of them, but being able to sit in solitude, sit by yourself, sit with your thoughts, like I said, sit with spirit, some of those things that you are ignoring will come out to light, and that will help you, okay? Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and jump into some oracle cards. Your message also was a little bit shorter than I had anticipated, but I think that's really all to be said about this specific situation. Definitely comment below if it resonated with you. I'm curious to see how it did. All right, so our oracle cards that we're ending off on is going to be the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle. If you are a Joseph Campbell fan, then you'll love these cards. All right. So, Oracle. Ooh, that is so funny. Ah, my God, you can't freaking make this crap up, dude. Me time. Enjoy your own company. Yeah, you gotta spend some time with you and yourself. So, even if that's just a matter of ordering your favorite meal and sitting inside your house and not talking to anybody for half the day, a full day, something, okay? Do something. And if you find yourself to be like a caretaker, a mother, a father, somebody that has you're like, I don't get alone time, I definitely encourage you to find some. I definitely encourage you to offload those kids onto their grandparents, a babysitter, a nanny, or somebody, and get yourself some alone time. If you're saying I don't have that privilege, then you have to work with what you're given, and you have to find a way to enjoy your company, enjoy your me time. Maybe this is not the right time to jump into a relationship either. Maybe if you are getting offers from the past, or maybe you're stuck with somebody on the past that you had a lot of conflict with. Now it's time to kind of heal yourself, allow yourself to have that me time to reset, recharge, figure out who you are, what you want, right? All right. So we're going to open the book up for this one. I don't use the book for any other deck except for this one because the author really has put just such amazing, beautiful messages in here. And I want you guys to listen. I want you guys to see what message are specifically for the cards of your group. Okay. So, and it's funny, each group got 2 cards out of this deck, and I think that's so interesting. So we have Me Time, number 26. If you hear something squeaking, it's my chair. Oh, I flipped right to it. All right, Me Time. Whoa, oh my God, I can't read. Would that there were an award for people who come to understand the concept of enough. Good enough, successful enough, thin enough, rich enough, socially responsible enough. When you have self-respect, you have enough. Would that there were That doesn't make sense to me. But basically what it's saying, what it's saying is that you are good enough. You are successful enough. You are enough within who you are. And maybe someone that has been a part of your journey thus far did not acknowledge that you were good enough. They made you feel less than who you were. And we can't have that in our lives, right? Just as the sun is always shining, regardless of the clouds that temporarily obscure its light, you are never alone, even in your most solitary moments. You are at one with the whole of life. Know this, and next time you find yourself in a quiet, alone space, be aware of its blessing of grace. It is time to listen for the voice of inner wisdom. I'm going to stop here for a second. One thing that helps me, especially if I'm having a hard time being in the present moment, one thing that I do is, like, if I hop in the shower, you know, like I said, don't have your phone on you. You need to focus you and your mind in this present moment. I'll in my head or out loud, it kind of depends on what I'm feeling that day, I'll explain how the shower feels to me, right? I can feel the warm, feel the water. Where's the water going? It's going down your head, onto your shoulders, throughout your body. Try to feel where those water droplets are going. Whenever you're putting the soap in your hair, soap on your body, what does that feel like to you? You know, focusing on the feelings of things help also stay in the present moment. But anyway, we're going to keep reading. Breathe a sigh of relief next time you have a little me time. What might at first seem sad or lonely can be a great blessing. Fill your quiet spaces with luxurious candlelit bubble baths, literally or symbolically, and soak in your meditative thoughts, desires, creativity, preferences, music, and your favorite candle aroma. Take a chance to explore who you are without interruption, and when that moment finds you, remember it's a chance you've been waiting for. Yeah, so definitely this energy of alone time is huge, and I'm really glad that came out in our reading, to have some time of solitude. So we're going to read one more from the book, which is number 51, Be the Bridge, expand your consciousness to behold both worlds, and then that's where we're going to end, okay, babies? All right. So again and again, some people in the crowd wake up. They have no ground in the crowd, and they emerge according to the broader laws. They carry strange customs with them and demand room for bold gestures. The future speaks ruthlessly through them. And it's all about waking up your consciousness, waking up again to who you are and who you're meant to be. You're meant to have a big voice in this world, but I think sometimes you forget that. It may feel that no one understands you or what you've gone through, but remember the higher self and everyone you interact with is rooting for your awakening. But will you awake, or will you be lulled into sleepiness? You can't unsee the glory that you've seen. You can't unfeel the radiance that you felt. You can't unlearn the higher truths encoded within your soul. Though you may feel like a stranger in a strange land, it is up to you to stay alert and turn awakened moments into minutes, hours, days, and a way of life. This is how you become a bridge from the special world to the ordinary world, so that as many people as want to can cross over. And I do think that this just means that you serve as an inspiration to more people around you than you believe. But you have to believe in yourself first, for other people to believe in you, right? So if you don't believe in yourself and your mission and your message, that then no one else is going to believe you either. All right, so you need to find that within yourself, to find the strength within yourself, and to be who you are and who you want to be. And like I said, don't let things from the past, don't let people distract you either. But that's what I have for you, my loves. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down below. As I have mentioned, my link tree is down there, where my Etsy is, my TikTok and my Instagram, everything. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please do. I have great reviews from past clients, and I just absolutely love reading for people. So I would love the opportunity to read for you. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed, be sure you're subscribed. Follow me on everything. I love you, my love. I love you, my love. I love you, my beautiful souls. Bye. What was that?